Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today I have for you someone's oracle reading. And this reading is for someone that is feeling alone in this moment, feeling very unsupported, feeling like you are spinning in a wheel that is completely out of your control. You are in the dark. You don't see why, what, when, how. And this is, I feel anger in here also. A lot of anger actually. And it's like, it's a lot of suppressed anger, but it's coming out. It's coming out and it's connected with this. There is this movement of this spinning that is really, it's like working on your nerves. And it's triggering the anger that was stored within you, and it's starting to come out. And you are in a situation where you are being asked to persevere, to keep on going. But you feel very much out of control here. And this spinning, it's like it just keeps on spinning, keeps on spinning, keeps on spinning. But what I do feel in here is this, for you being in that spinning movement, for you it seems like you are spinning in circles, or you are spinning just around, but you are not. You are spiraling. You are still moving, but you don't see that because it's dark. But for you it feels like you are just always meeting the same point, but it's not, because you experience it like this, but you are doing this. But if it's it's all dark, so for you, you don't see that you are rising still in the dark, but you are. But I want to know why. What is this? And there is this anger, there is a lot of anger, and it's like you try to control, in a sense, or take control over this anger, but it's like this spinning is also helping you to release the anger that is stored within you. So it's, even though it feels very unpleasant to be where you are in this moment, it's still a blessing in disguise, because the spinning that is there, whatever is shaking you and moving you around, is an outside force, but it's helping you. It's helping you to release. It's like there is a stubbornness also in there, which is not a judgment. It also comes from somewhere. It's related to trauma, to keep that in, maybe not being able or been judged before for expressing your anger. And now it's just life stepping in between and shaking you. And by shaking you, all this stuck anger is coming up. So it's a blessing in disguise, but it's tricky to see that in the point where you are, because it's yeah, you are really in the dark here, eh? It's a tricky point to be, but the way out of there is to surrender. And again, I know it's not easy. This is a very tricky point where you are, but it is to surrender because it's helping you. Whatever is happening around you, it's helping you. It's helping you to release. Yeah, it's helping you. What is this? The way out of this is really surrender. Surrender and see it from the highest possible perspective that you can look at this. But again, it's so. This is what you are feeling, because I can imagine if where you are now. I can imagine I feel where you are now, and if then somebody says to you, try to look at it from a higher perspective, you are in the middle of it, you are like been moved all directions, which is very difficult to step out and see that from a higher perspective. But still, that's what's needed here, to find some faith in there that this is helping you, and to surrender as much as possible to the flow of this, to the movement of this. But why? Let me see. I want to know why you are there. Why are you there? What made you arrive in that point? Some kind of ending might be involved here. Some kind of ending, some kind of loss that really shook you. It made you arrive there. What I feel in here is that what made you arrive in the point is where you are is have to be careful what I say here, but as it comes through, it's you made a choice at a certain moment to step out of something that felt very imprisoning. You made a choice to step out of that. Also by prayer, you tried different things. You You asked for change, and now this outside force is helping you, but in a very it's a very rough way. So your prayer was strong, or is strong, to get out of this, and you have been suppressing this anger also for a long time, and now this is all coming out. It's like this, you opened up the floodgates to feel, and now it's overwhelming. It's too much. It feels like your experience is that it's too much to feel, but it's not, because God, source, spirit, whatever shows up on our path, whatever is been um, put up on our path, we can handle. Otherwise it would not be our path. But I do feel in here this, be careful what you ask for, because if you pray for something, then if there is trauma involved, it also means we have to face the trauma to receive the prayer, to receive what we pray for. And I feel this is a little bit what's happening here. But there is a lot of feelings here. There is a lot of flow, but overflowing, which is good. It's super intense, and I really feel you in here. I really feel you in here. So I'm gonna try to find some guidance to guide you through this moment. Surrender is a big one. Do your utmost best to surrender to whatever is happening. Know that it's for your higher good, that it's really helping you to release a lot that was stuck or that you were holding on to. And this outside force is now helping you with shaking everything loose. But again, it's dark in there. It is dark in there. It's dark in there, but it's dark and fruitful in the same time. And this is like what you have to take with you in this experience. It's like, okay, this is happening, I surrender to it. It's very unpleasant to feel, but I know it's for my highest good. And it's about holding on and going through it, because again you are spiraling up. There is upward movement in here, or forward movement in here. You just don't see it, you don't experience it in this moment, but it is. And it's fruitful, it is for your highest good. And this is also again to this, be careful what we ask for, because sometimes we ask for something and then God, source, spirit, it doesn't think like we do. They just see the essence of what is been asked, and that is what we are getting. For example, if we if we pray for abundance, just to give an example, if we pray for abundance, but we come in with very limiting beliefs, we come in with a mindset of poverty, of scarcity, of lack. When we pray for abundance, it's not that abundance just shows up. It can happen, but it will not last. What if we really pray to God, Source, Spirit for abundance? It means that our consciousness will be shifted. And to shift our consciousness, again to the example of lack into abundance, it means we will get situations to train, to gain a different consciousness. We will get challenging situations to change our behavior, to change our mindset, to learn to experience these situations in a different way. And when we gain the consciousness, then it will also show up in our outside reality. And most people don't like to hear this, but it's true. And again, it's possible to pray for abundance and to receive a form of abundance. But if your consciousness is still a lack consciousness, you will not experience real abundance. I hope that makes sense. And what I feel in here is that your prayer is and has been real to shift something. And this is what's happening now. Your consciousness is shifting, which also means that these old limiting beliefs have to come out. But that also means you have to feel them. So again, we pray for something, and then God, Source, Spirit puts us into that process of receiving the reward of, which is the end goal. So we pray for it, and then we go through it, but it looks completely different than we had imagined, and we say, get me out of here, let it stop, I don't deserve this. But if you can really look upon it with the highest possible perspective, you can see that what you are going through is part of your prayer. It's within the process of your prayer. It's a tricky one, I know, and it's, again, not a lot of people like to hear this, but it's true. If we pray for love, if we pray for a loving relationship, a divine counterpart, if there are unhealed wounds within us that are incapable of loving unconditionally, if we pray to God's Source Spirit to receive a divine counterpart or to meet a divine counterpart, we will be put into the process of releasing anything that is there that is not in resonance with the prayer. And I feel that in here. I really do. But I don't get clear what your prayer is. What is this? This is also, it's really about changing your consciousness. Okay, this is good. I like to see this. Okay. It's really about, there is a, first thing I want to share is there is really a message of comfort that wants to come through in here. You are being moved into calmer waters. So this is really about changing your way of thinking, your way of your consciousness. But you are not, you are not, you are really in the dark in this moment. But I feel you are in the end phase of this. You are in the phase of completing something. And the fact that it comes through so heavy also makes sense in here, because um, life becomes very challenging and very, very tough just before we level up. It's the hardest moment. And it's also within our changing or shifting our way of thinking, our consciousness. Our consciousness is more than our way of thinking, but if you want to shift our consciousness, if you really want to integrate a new consciousness, there is, I always say, an enemy fights the hardest just before the moment of surrender. And I don't want to put any enemy in there, but it is kind of a battle that you are having with yourself, because you are unlearning a program, a program that was not serving you, and you are replacing that with a new program. So you are integrating something new. So you are, in a sense, battling an enemy, and the enemy here is your old program. And just before the moment of surrender, it comes up very strong. And a lot of people give up in that moment. But in that moment, it's so important to remember that you are so near. And I really feel that in here. And I'm happy to see that, because, like I say, how I feel you, it's strong. It's strong. But you are in the process of completing something. And spirit, God, source spirit, is moving you into calmer waters. So try to take that with you wherever you are now, how much you are being spinned and shaken. And yeah, the spinning, I really feel this. This is probably what you are feeling, this being spinned into a wheel that is completely beyond your control. But you are in the process of completion. You just don't see in this moment where you are and where you are going, and that's okay. Just surrender. Surrender to this outside force that is moving you, that is helping you, even though it's very unpleasant to feel where you are. I feel you. I really do. I feel you in there. And in the same time, I have to say, I'm very proud and I'm very grateful that you want to go through this, because I know it's not an easy process. And it's something that you consciously chose for. It's something that you consciously said, I don't want this anymore. I want something different. And this anger, allow this anger to come out in whatever way. Let me go in a little bit in there. This anger. This one. Yeah, allow this, give this anger a place. Give it a, not a place, give it a way out. Screaming can be very helpful if you have the possibility. If not, you can always scream in a pillow or in your car. Boxing can be very helpful on a bag, not on a person. Sorry that I laugh, but I really, like I say, I really feel you in here. I really do, and I'm with you. In this moment, I'm with you, and you are never alone. Your team, your guidance, they got you, and they are moving you through this. Even though it seems in this moment that you are completely alone and that no one is taking care of you, no one is supporting you, they are. But it's exactly in the in the movement, in the shaking around that the support is. It's really helping you. But this anger, try to find a way out for it. Again, like I say, not on a person, but on a bag or something, or the screaming, or to just give it a voice, speak it out. Not to others. This is really something this is a process for you. This is between you and God, God, source, spirit. So in a place where you can express freely, but the anger has to come out. This is very important. Don't hold that in. So find a space where you can express that in whatever way. I want to take a peek into what is after this, what is coming after this for you. Hmm. There is something here. This is also where you are going through now. This is also about finding your own strength, finding your inner guidance, your inner light in the darkness where you are and where you are moving into. It's an end. It's an end of burdens. It's an end of very heavy, painful burdens weighing on you. It's an ending of difficult decisions. It's an ending of juggling difficult choices. It's an ending of being ruled by this shadow that you chose to face. Again, thank you for doing that. You are not just doing this for you, you are doing this for all your brothers and sisters. Whatever you choose to change around, to heal, it's for all of us. So thank you. Thank you for doing that. I know it's not an easy job to do. You are moving into a place where you can look out over the horizon and see where you want to go in peace, with a clear view. There is a little moth that catches my attention here, and it's the night butterfly. So this is also, you also have that here. This is you are going through a big transformation here, and it's a transformation that you chose. It's that, it's not a tower, it's something that you chose to do. You are ending something, and you are beginning something new in the process of. You are dying of something old, being reborn into something new, facing a shadow and coming out on the other side without that shadow haunting you, ruling you, having power over you. And again, there is this promise of you are being moved into calmer waters. You are in the process of completion. And completing this successfully. And you will move into a place again where you can see where you are, where you can look peacefully over the horizon and look um, hopefully into the future. And there is more, there is more to see from there. But this reading really comes through to explain you, or to give you some clarity in where you are and why you are going through what you are going through. Because where you are now, how I feel you in there, or how I felt you in the beginning, you felt like the world is against you. It's all against you, and it's trying to break you. And it is, in a sense. But the breaking you is the help from above to break you from illusion, to break you free from the illusion. So this is an invitation to keep that perspective while you are going through it. It's not to break you, it's to break you free from what wasn't serving you, from what was ruling you, from what was having power over you. And there is wisdom within you. You are connected to wisdom. So tap into that. Tap into that while you are going through this. And the main thing here is surrender to it. Surrender to it from a place of knowing that it's helping you. It is for your highest good. How rough and how unpleasant and how painful it may feel, it's helping you. And don't try to resist, because the more you resist, the more difficult it is, the more painful it is. And this anger, really find a way to express that anger. Mm. Okay, what I feel now with this anger is that a lot of the anger came from not understanding why, not understanding the process that you were going through. So the anger also might cool down with just understanding that this is for your highest good. And this is the prayer being answered. How absurd that may sound, but it's true. It's going from one place into a completely different place. But the way to is it's a heavy one. It's a heavy one to go through. But you got this, really. Nothing on your part you cannot handle. Nothing on your part you cannot handle. Otherwise, it would not show up on your path. You got this. And you will fly. When you get out of this, you will fly. Trust, surrender, understand that this is not against you. This is for you, for your highest good. And you are being supported in this process by the shaking, by the movement. I really feel with you here, because I really know what you are going through. But you got this, really, you got this. You are in the completion phase. Don't give up and don't resist. You just make it more hard for yourself. Trust. Spirit has your back, your team has your back. They are moving you through this. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on trusting. Mm. Ask your soul. Yeah, this is the process has been put in motion because your soul, you felt this calling of your soul. And we can ignore the calling of our soul, but just keeps on nagging, and you chose to do something. You chose to follow that calling of your soul. And again, thank you for doing that, because it's not easy what you are doing. And you are doing a great job. You did a lot already. You are in the phase of completion, of victorious, successful completion. And your soul was calling to do this. Your soul was calling to be free from something that had power over you. And you chose to go through it. You just didn't expect the intensity. But this is from the human level. Because the more you release, the more you are being spun, the more you are being moved in this thing, and the more you surrender, the more your soul becomes free. This is this inner calling, but it's again, it's a tricky process to go through, and it's painful to go through. It's, you have to feel all these things. You have to face your fears in there. And it's not easy. I know it's not easy. But again, you got this. Your soul was calling you to do this, and you listened. And thank you for listening. Just keep going. Keep going. You are being moved into calmer waters. I want to get a glimpse here also. Your soul writing. Yeah, this is really, you are following the calling of your soul. And you are writing for yourself a different story. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. It's all good, all perfect as it is, even though it looks incredibly messy at this moment. It's all good. Focus. You are writing a different story for yourself. You are writing a story where you are free. And you are in this process of transforming from an enslaved soul into a free one. To keep going. You are doing an amazing job. Surrender, trust, have faith. Your guidance got you. Got you. God, Source, Spirit, all on your side, all very grateful that you chose to do this. Just keep going. And you are the light. You are the light within your darkness, or within that darkness. And when you remember your truth, when you remember your connection to God, Source, Spirit, when you remember your true nature, your true self, you light up the darkness where you are in. Just surrender. Surrender. Don't resist. Feel whatever needs to be felt. And keep going. Keep going. Calmer waters are here. That's where you are being moved into. So don't resist. Again, the more you resist, the more difficult. Trust. Nothing is against you. It's all happening for you. I want to pull one more for you. I want to get a little view into where are you going? What is there to see on that horizon? What is there to see on that horizon? Doesn't want to come out. Yes, thank you. Beautiful. Home and the spark. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Home. That's where you are moving into. It's what you are remembering. And in that process of remembering and arriving there, that place that we actually never left, because we are all on a journey without destination to a place we never left. And the moment we remember our connection to God, Source Spirit, we are home. And what you are doing now is coming into a state where you don't have to do any effort to know that you are home. That's what you are doing. You are shedding all these limiting beliefs, all the illusion, all the lies. That's what you are doing to arrive home, free, as a free spirit, as a free soul. I want to read in the book for this one. Home. You are comfortable in your own skin. You belong. You belong. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it is like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you now. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be and will reap great benefits by staying on this path, regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. So this is what is on the other side of this. Home. May you find your way home. May you get through this. And you will. For sure you will. Beautiful. Okay, my dear beautiful soul. This is what I have for you. I am sending you lots of strength for where you are. And may you at all times remember your connection to God, Source Spirit. May you trust. May you surrender. And may you soon arrive. May you soon arrive where you have never left. It just seems like that. Okay, my dear beautiful soul, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. And I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings.